Good morning. Today we're in Ashland, Virginia. We're going to explore some spots around Ashland, some historic sites and stuff. Nope.
Hello.
And see what we can find along the way.
Bye. Hello. Bye.
So, see you soon. Come along. Like you're swinging home. Oh, okay.
But push me.
Alright, let's walk.
No.
Huh?
I'm staying in the shade.
Alright, well, we're gonna get back in the shade. Let's go. Right here in the 1850s, so what was referred to as Cottage. It was a mineral springs resort. Opened in the 1850s. And a racetrack. But it didn't succeed as well as the people who built it planned. And by the end of the Civil War, they've pretty much gone out of business. Down in Boydton, I don't even know if I know how to say it. Boydton, Virginia. Randolph-Macon College was established, and it was also having trouble attracting students. So, there's a deal made, and the college moved from Boydton to Ashland, where it could be on the train tracks, which are directly behind us. This was one of the first brick buildings on the campus. It's built in 1878. It's called the Washington and Franklin Literary Hall. And it's been here since 1878.
Hey, Daddy, look. Daddy,
First brick building of the campus. Finn. I wasn't planning on this. Were you? This is what you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I am tired of walking.
Why? We haven't even started walking.
Because my legs are tired.
What? This is the train station in Ashland. This one's prominently featured in the movie Major Payne.
Hmm? Yeah. Over here? Here?
Walk across.
This way?
No, this way.
Oh.
Before the train comes.
Tommy?
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Go.
I want to see a plane.
It'll be coming soon, I'm sure. It's the second train station built in Ashland about 1898. First one was long gone. Old bank building.
Hey, Daddy.
And Homemade Spices and Sand used to be a pharmacy, I believe.
I want to put on the phone.
And then the old Ashland Coffee and Tea. What you say, fan?
A skeleton that can turn alive.
I wonder how long this has been here.
A skeleton can turn alive, Daddy. That skeleton can turn even alive. keys for to unlock that gate, to unlock it to life.
Oh, it's a riddle. Solve it. So your answer's
Life. That I think that can turn it to life. Oh, no.
there. You think the skeleton can turn to life?
Yeah, look, someone, look, she.
These buildings across the street in the 19 teens.
Daddy, I wanna play on the phone.
Ooh.
Ha, he just ha. Daddy, you sit near the sky.
Gonna go have a seat, Finn? What you eating?
It's fun. Hey, why I can move in the front? I don't want to be alone.
I know a few of my friends met this woman, and they had nothing but bad things to say about her. This building, the Trackside Grill, was Ashland's first real movie theater. Of course, it was done during Jim Crow. So downstairs was for white people and the upstairs was for black people. And it remained that way until they built a new theater in 1948. And then this one became the black theater, while the other one was the white theater. And they used to have a guy that would take reels from one theater to the other theater on his bike, run back and forth from the new theater to the old theater and change out the reels. And when a train came by, they would just turn the volume up real loud in the theater so that whoever was watching the movie could see the movie. And there's a train coming right now. Huh? Come on.
What? I'm gonna actively spin them.
Ride like the wind, Finn.
I can't move it.
Certainly is probably the biggest mural I've seen. It goes the whole length of the building, all the way out to the front of the train. I like that the most though. Conrail Twitty. Train town would be complete without a caboose hanging out in the middle of town. And here's the Ashland Museum. It's a very interesting museum. If you ever in Ashland, I recommend checking it out. I've been in there quite a few times. Here's another one. Happy Otter. So we were walking down Railroad Avenue, looking at the old houses, most of which date to 1850s to 1900s. Of course, we've lost a lot of these. This one here is the Stebbins House, and the Stebbins owned a hardware store at the corner of Railroad and Thompson Street, which housed the first movie theater in town called the Gaiety. He was in the upstairs of the house, but that's the Stebbins House there. This is the Murdo House. It's the second oldest house in town. Stonewall Jackson spent the night in this house, the Murdo House, before he headed to Mechanicsville for the 7 Days Battle. He obviously did not sleep very well when he stayed there. There are reports of him sleeping in the rear during the Battle of Gaines Mill and Turkey Hill, instead of being fully engaged in the battle. This old store they fixed up pretty nice. It was on the verge of falling down. They did a whole lot of work on this place. Looking right nice now. Pretty cool. And the house that's attached to it. And Fin and Feather. It's been here forever. This is another old storefront. Oh, and jellyfish. It's the old Cross Brothers Grocery. I thought it was going to close at one time, but it looks like it's since reopened, huh? And back to the train station, minus a meatball, because he wanted to get a haircut, and it was burning up hot, and he's about ready to pass out. So we've come back to the train station. Now there's nobody over here, so we can really look at it. Like I was saying earlier today, Major Payne was filmed right here. Damon Wayans was sitting out on the park bench here waiting for his train many years ago. It's not that great of a movie, but they filmed part of it right here. The historic Henry Clay Inn. This is actually the third version of the inn. The previous two burned down, and they were just over there actually. They just moved it down here, and they've had better luck with this one. It has yet to burn down. Final look at the train station. Oh, if you're interested, the virtual rail fan sign here. If you want to go to that live cam, check out the trains come through, or just watch some people being suspicious, looking for cash. And this is a pretty cool little free library. It's a train car. See that? Ooh, what's in there? Anything good? Pretty glad we're coming back to the theater at night. We're in the evening, so you can see all the neon lit up. It's built in 1948 as the White Theater during Jim Crow segregation. It's a good little theater. Last movie I saw there was JFK. This part here, the slipped disc, is where the snack bar was. And a few years ago, the Ashland Theater actually got the city got control of the theater, and now they actually show movies in it again. But it was closed for a long time. No movies. In this building is the new old post office. Before this was the post office, this is where the trolley, the old trolley station used to be here before it was a post office. And I believe it used to face this way towards the new post office. This is how Ashland got electricity. Was part of the deal. You bring the trolley to Ashland and make it a streetcar suburb, you're bringing electricity. So they brought the trolley to Ashland. Ashland got electricity and a trolley. Seems like a pretty good deal to me. One thing I really miss about living in the valley is the smell of magnolias. I don't have many magnolia trees up in the valley. Tonight they are strong. So this last little bit of Ashland history is a weird one. Back in, what, 2000, 2001? When John Allen Muhammad, the DC sniper, was running around, he went to this church right behind us. Talked to the priest there, or tried to at least. And then he went.
And he used it on the light.
Then he went over to the woods behind the Ponderosa and shot a guy at Ponderosa. He was right there in that church, right here in this parking lot. I was living across the street at the time, so that was kind of scary and weird. Hey Finn, where you going? So that's the day. That's our adventure around Ashland. Until next time.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya!